Okay, ready, say ready. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ava. Happy birthday to you.
Serge gives it now. Lowry under 10 of the shot clock. Kyle, 3. He's on fire tonight. Needs 1 rebound to get a triple-double. It would be his 13th of his career. There it is. There it is. Kyle Lowry, triple-double, crossover, Siakam, no, another rebound, offensive, Green, the 3, no, Serge backs it, scooped up Siakam, over to Kyle, in the paint, dish, how sweet it is, Jack.
What came over this Raptor team after that Nick Nurse timeout?
Kyle Lowry.
I'd say so. But
every time he's on the floor, something good's happening tonight in the ATL. Here's Vince Carter. Doesn't go. Gets it back. Strapped up. 25,000 and 1. 26th all time. As he does it against his former team, the Toronto Raptors. And when you're 3 and 15, you need moments like this. The Toronto Raptors coming out now in appreciation of this future Hall of Famer and understanding they're a part of history and one of the greats in the game. 41 years of age in his 21st season.
Here you go, Steve. What you got?
Your sister.
What you got?
Let me inspect that. Don't let me inspect.
That's real deal.
Is it good?
Pass.
Is it pass?
I gotta get back over the far side
Double
too.
check that. Let me double check that. Hold on. Let me look back first. I don't know. That looks a little darker on the left side than it does on the right.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta have both. You gotta have both.
I don't know.
I want the dark side. I need the crispy. I need the.
It's always great to have family in town, especially living here in Canada, and we're from Texas. It's a long way from home. I think it's been 4 years now since we've had Thanksgiving with our families, you know, because like the NBA schedule it's hit or miss. They could be home, they could be away, you never know. So now, obviously, Ava's birthday being the day after Thanksgiving, we have both of our parents here, so both sets of grandparents, my brother, sister-in-law, and CJ's sister here, celebrating Thanksgiving and Ava's birthday. So it's special. It's always great to have family. We're both really like family-oriented people, so having family around means a lot.
Look, wait, I got the best ornaments. Ava, look what mommy got you. PJ Masks, Minnie Mouse.
I know what that is.
Minnie Mouse. Keon from the Lion Guard. These are all her shows. Really? Fancy Nancy.
It is really special to be able to travel, to be with the family, and especially with Ava, because now she's at that age where, you know, she kind of lights up when she sees us. And when we arrived, you know, it was like, because I call her Doodle, so I was like, Doodle, and she was just like, and that is a feeling that I think only another grandparent can appreciate. You know, your kids are one level of special, but your grandkids are like a total different galaxy altogether. And it's really awesome. It's wonderful to spend time and create new memories.
Lord, we thank you once again for being so gracious. Lord, we're so thankful for so many things, but we thank you for this day. That we come and we bow our heads and we say prayers, and thank you for all the food about this for our body. Thank you for your daughter and son who made this day possible. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
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 Way to wrap it up because of the doorbell. The biggest thing is the wisdom, you get from them. And then at the same time, seeing how happy it makes them. Obviously raising us and to see us take our next step into the world and starting a family and having a child and seeing how happy it makes them to be able to come do just the good parts of parenthood, not having to deal with all this stuff, just the love that they have for Ava and the love she has for them and the love that fills the room when all of that love is in there at one time, It's a special feeling, it's a warm feeling, man. It's another thing that I still haven't found words for as I'm getting older, and no matter how much I jot in my own notebook or how many times it happens, it's still one of those things that you have to have it to feel it. And I pray that everybody gets a chance to feel it.
You don't know my name.
He's like Steven, so he has everything.
If she wakes up, we'll open presents tonight, and then tomorrow we have a little cake for the family room after the game or during the game at halftime. And then we might go out to dinner, maybe more for the adults, and she'll just be there.
Hey, no, don't record this. Let me get that laugh for her.
So our tradition is to put up the Christmas tree Thanksgiving night, decorate it, and she's got her own little Christmas tree this year, which I'm so excited about. I think that's the cutest thing, little kids having their own Christmas tree. So she has her own.
To the PJ Masks, to the PJ Masks, PJ Masks, to the PJ Masks.
I'm glad we talked about it too, because it looked like it was staged or something. It happens. Like it's still how we are. And I know it's not gonna last forever, so I try to cherish and take as many naps like that as we can. She's already almost too big to do it, but just watching her every day, and every time we leave for 3 or 4 days, I come back and she looks totally different. Like I can see it, because this is the point in time where she literally grows every single day. Watching her from being able to walk under the kitchen table to like 4 days later trying to do it and hitting her head, and the teeth, the speaking a little bit, her having her own plate, like me making her a plate for Thanksgiving and not just eating the Gerber gush that we have to give her, like, no offense to Gerber or anything, but it's just, she's turning into a real person. Personality coming out, attitude coming out, walking and running. It's just, me being a part of the creation and the upbringing is, it's humbling.
No, she didn't like the way I put it. She didn't like where I put it. Oh, she didn't. Oh. She said, "Here, Mom." Yay! Good job. Yay! You gonna put this one?
The best father. I mean, I knew before we even thought about having kids that he was gonna be an excellent dad. He's very hands-on, like he wants to be involved. He wants to change the diapers. He wants to give her baths, and he is the go-to man for putting her to sleep. So mommy gets in bed, he puts her to sleep, he's just, you couldn't ask for a better dad for your child. That is Calvin Miles.
Welcome to Toronto and welcome to Tangerine Raptors basketball on this great Friday night. It's actually a little warmer outside. It's been cold in Toronto. Hi, everybody. I'm Rod Black along with Leo Routens. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you in the United States.
Good news for the Toronto Raptors and Nick Nurse. OG Anunoby is back. CJ Miles returns.
I have history with CJ. I coached him in Cleveland a few years ago. I think he's having a little bit of a rough patch, and it's all mental. I talk to CJ about it every day, man. He's a prolific shooter. So guys like that just have to keep shooting. And that's the encouragement all of us, coaching staff, players, teammates, everybody's been preaching the same thing to him is, hey man, every time you touch it, you're open, shoot it. Because we all believe it's going in every time he puts it up in the air. So this is one of those things where you just gotta go out there and play, be free, and be CJ.
CJ Miles is going to check in. Good to see CJ back.
When you go through a slump, you go back and watch film, and you kind of see how you're missing shots. And we always talk about in basketball, when you get a wide open shot and you're a great shooter, you have to make it. There's no ifs, buts, bands about it. If it's a 20-footer, 22-footer, 15-footer, you're a great shooter, you got to make that shot. Because we know when the shot's contested, the percentages come down. Then secondly, you say, are my teammates giving me the ball? Am I catching the ball too low, too high? Then you start overthinking it. Then lastly, get a layup. Get to the free throw line. Do little things like that, because once you see the ball go in the hole, you start saying, finally, I'm starting to make some shots, and then your confidence comes back.
CJ on the take. High up the window, count it! Wow, CJ Miles coming back in a tough degree of difficulty.
This is a strange game, man. He has had 3 wide open threes and didn't make them. And then the highest degree of difficulty shot, as you mentioned, he makes it. Sometimes you just got to see the ball go through the bucket, and then little by little, you start to get your stroke back, your mojo. The guy's a tremendous shooter. Sooner or later, he's going to get on a roll.
Okay, ready, say ready. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ava. Happy birthday to you.
For me, it means family more than it ever did, you know? Like to be able to bring in a part of your family, my first child on Thanksgiving, I still can't put it into words, you know? And then to be able to have her first birthday and have my parents and Lauren's parents here and my brother-in-law and his wife and my sister here, everybody that could be here to celebrate it just makes it even more special. It's like knock it out of the park 2 years in a row kind of thing, you know, because you never get the chance to do this during the season. It never works out. You're either traveling or you're coming back, and it's hard to get the timing right. But I received my greatest gift on the day, and she's given me nothing but joy since that time, you know. So I'm thankful. It's been amazing, man. She showed me so much of myself. Not just the fact that she looks like me, but, and I keep saying this, like, not that I was a terrible person before I had a baby, but it really shows you the little things that you do have to continue to try to change, that how fast, when something comes that it needs to be done, how fast you do it. Your commitment to yourself, your marriage, your whole family and her, and how much you want her to be able to be better than you. And that's the biggest thing. Like, I want her to be able to be the greatest person she could be, and that requires me to be the best person I can be from that point forward. And that's what I try to do.
Fred swings it, CJ, the look, got it! And you know,
oh, that was belief. Oh boy, that was it, there you go. Good for CJ Miles, knocking it down, wraps up 16.
Raptors win it in impressive fashion. 125 to 107, a double-double for Leonard. Lowry, 15 points and 9 assists. This will be their best start in franchise history through 20 games, Jack.